Right. The only place in my village, I don't get phone signal is in the fucking supermarket. It's so annoying. So if I talk back to back, so I was teaching John, and with all due respect, Lukey needs to eat. So I was like, and I'm teaching till 9:30, and it's kind of local, so it closes early. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not walking down here at 9:30. So yeah, up you go. Good. So let's start with Jack. So say for me, Jack. Unfortunately, there isn't a connection. Unfortunately, there isn't a connection. I'm just going to remind you that connection ends ION in English. So that should give you a clue. So say for me, unfortunately, there isn't a connection. Malheureusement. Malheureusement. Let me say the word malheureusement.
Malheureusement.
Nice vowels. I love your vowels. I know you're at the beginning of your French journey, but your vowels are right. So, heureux is one of the words for happy. Heureux. The feminine word for happy is heureuse. Bad happy is malheureuse, unhappy, and we're putting ment on the end for li. So, say malheureusement.
Malheureusement.
Nice. Malheureusement is the word I use to show people that if they say a French sentence, they have to treat it like one word. So I'll always say to people, why are you struggling to go from word to word? Just say malheureusement. Imagine it was one. Imagine that is a long word. So certainly malheureusement. Now, how do I say there is?
Il y a.
Nice. 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 Good. Now, il y a, make it negative. There isn't.
Il n'y a pas.
Good. Il n'y a pas. Now, negative sentences do not need the article all of the time. So you do not need to say il n'y a pas. And then how would you normally say a connection? Connection ends ION in English. So that means it is, which gender do you think? ION, is it going to be feminine English or masculine? Feminine in French or masculine? Guess. Which sounds correct to you? Une connexion or un connexion? Which sounds correct?
Feminine.
Good. Well done. La solution. La. Anything TE acute. So TY in English becomes TE acute most of the time in French. So minorité, TE acute, majorité, homosexualité. Bit of a random one there. Whatever. Quantité, qualité, and they're all feminine. La qualité, la majorité, la capacité, whatever. And ION, 90% of the time, it will be the same word and it'll be feminine. So la solution, la constipation, l'assassination, the assassination. There's a couple of words which are different. Circumcision randomly often comes up. La circoncision, circumcised rather than And also what you can do, people, is you can find a higher class of verb. So, Jack, if I've just told you IONs are feminine and that they're largely the same word in French, what's the word for the communication in French? What's the word for the communication?
La communication.
Lovely, nice vowels. Communication. What you can do is you can take the suffix ation off the end and you'll end up with a verb. So if I gave you communication, what's the verb to communicate going to be? Sorry, so I apologize. So you take off ation and then you stick on a. You stick on a in its place. So communication, take off ation, stick on a. What's it going to be? What's the word to communicate going to be?
Communiquer.
Lovely. If I gave you assassination, what's the verb to assassinate going to be?
Assassiner.
Lovely. So often you can actually end up with quite a complicated verb that way, and it'd be really, so communicate, whatever, Lovely. So for me, so in other words, what's the word for connection?
Connexion.
Lovely. Nice accent. But because it's a negative sentence, we don't need to say il n'y a pas une connexion. We say il n'y a pas de connexion. We use the de commonly when we have a negative verb. So, for example, Brendan has friends. Brendan, il a des amis. Brendan hasn't got any friends. Brendan, il n'a pas d'amis. Yeah? Luke has spent all his money on chocolate. Luke, il n'a pas d'argent. Yeah, just negative, negative, negative. There's a problem. Il y a un problème. There's no problem. Il n'y a pas de problème. Pas de problème. Yeah, we use de with a negative very, very commonly. All right? Good. So put it all together for me. Say, malheureusement, il n'y a pas de connexion. Let's say in the supermarket, au supermarché. So lips together. Slide for me, Jacques. Malheureusement, il n'y a pas de connexion au supermarché.
Malheureusement, il n'y a pas de connexion au supermarché.
Good man. Fabulous. Go again. This time, make the journey constant through the chest. Don't make the journey about the mouth. What is going to say the words for me is the not the. All right. So say for me, malheureusement, il n'y a pas de connexion au supermarché.
Malheureusement, il n'y a pas.
Yes, keep it. If you're not ready for the next bit, il n'y a pas. But keep the journey going in the chest.
Malheureusement, il n'y a pas de connexion au supermarché.
Yes, that is very pleasing to Emperor Luke. Lovely, well done. Oh dear. I've never liked these little bastard little things from Yorkshire. These yampy little things with these weird little faces and dark fucking eyes from Yorkshire. Hi, Brendan, you right, my darling? Where are you from, Bren? Where's it
Yorkshire.
From,
Yorkshire.
Oh, I'd no idea. Brendan, if I'd known you were from Yorkshire, I wouldn't have said it. If I'd known you, Brendan has a lovely face, a beautiful face. If I'd known you were from Yorkshire, which is a county, just bear that in mind. If I'd known, not a fucking country, even though they all seem to think it is. So if I'd known you were from Yorkshire, I wouldn't have said it.
Si j'avais su que tu étais, non, tu viens de Yorkshire, je n'aurais pas.
You know how much I adore somebody popping an interrogative tone of voice on their translation. You know how much I love that when people make it obvious, make it a question. You know how much I love it. Fake it till you make it. Go again. One more time.
If
I'd have known you were from Yorkshire, I wouldn't have said it.
Si j'avais su que tu viens de Yorkshire, je n'aurais pas dit ça.
That's a bit peasanty. Put me the "l" in there. I wouldn't have said it.
Je ne l'aurais pas dit.
Good. Try for me not saying the "n", just saying the "pa", and I bet you'll find it easy to say. Je l'aurais pas dit.
Je l'aurais pas dit.
There you go. Don't do the "n". Lovely. Now, could you just quickly conjugate for me? I come, you come, he comes, we come, you come. Gosh, never known so much coming, and I went to an all-boys school. Off you go. Je viens.
Je viens, tu viens, il vient, nous venons, vous venez.
Nous what?
Nous venons.
No, not venom. Nous venons.
Nous venons, vous venez, ils viennent.
Ils viennent. At any given point, did you hear the sound viennent there, other than on the last one?
No, just the last one.
So therefore, when in French language do we hear the sound vienne on a single person? When do we hear that?
On a they or a subjunctive.
On the they or on a subjunctive, that's right. Jack, if he's following around along the group classes, that is what is going to, or Gloria, that is what is going to be discussed imminently next Thursday. So basically, in other words, if I'd known that you come from, or I could have said that you came from, both are grammatically correct. Si j'avais su que tu venais de, or que tu viens de. Now, Yorkshire is a the. Counties are a the. Yeah, que tu viens du Yorkshire. Okay, it's le. Dans le Kent, dans le Sussex, dans le. Yeah, it's, and you might go, well, French people don't necessarily know Gloucestershire as opposed to gloss. Fine, but still, it's just how you say things. Same as states, American states, yeah, and provinces in Canada. So en, the feminine ones ending in an e, like en Californie, en. I should test you on this. We've done this. Au or dans le for the masculine ones most of the time, and there's a few exceptions, but yeah, so good. So si j'avais su que tu venais du Yorkshire, je ne l'aurais pas dit. Put it together. Si j'avais su que tu venais du Yorkshire, je ne l'aurais pas dit.
Si j'avais su que tu venais de Yorkshire, je ne l'aurais pas dit.
Je ne l'aurais pas dit. Tighten it up. Je ne l'aurais pas dit.
Je ne l'aurais pas dit.
Good. Denise for me. Luke, I've never been there. I've heard of it. Luke, I've never been there, but I've heard of it. Shithole, Gloria. Shithole, Denise. You're shithole. Shithole. It's very beautiful. I'm only joking. Off you go. There are shitholes in it, but it is very, very beautiful. Off you go.
Luc,
I've never been there.
je n'avais pas été.
I have never been there.
Je n'ai jamais été.
Where's the E?
Je n'y ai jamais été.
Stand still, pardon me. Say for me, I have been.
J'ai été.
Nice. Say for me, I have been there. Pop an E in it.
J'y ai été.
Good. Be aware that particularly advanced speakers, for some reason, avoid the hiatus. You avoid going vowel to vowel because there are other places in language, in French, where you have j'ai eu, or the vowel to vowel is what tells you guys that you need the liaison. So, for example, je suis allé, oui à, is what makes us go je suis allé. I think I've literally just stood in a pile of shit. I'm not even joking. They put like an industrial. I fucking have as well. There's an industrial pile of manure in the field, fumier, and I just tripped over something. I've literally tripped over like a pile of manure. Lovely. So, in other words, don't feel that you can't go vowel to vowel. So, je n'y ai jamais allé. But we tend to say, j'y suis jamais allé. I never went there. So, I have been is the verb to be, which in English and in French can also refer to going to someone. So, j'ai été à Paris. I've been in Paris. I went to Paris. Je suis allé à Paris. But we just tend to more commonly say, I never went there. So how would you say I never went there, Denise?
J'y suis jamais allé.
Good. Well done. Go again. J'y suis jamais allé.
J'y suis jamais allé.
Gorgeous. But I've heard of it.
Mais je l'avais entendu.
Why is this that love affair with Lave?
I know. Mais je l'ai entendu.
That's I've heard. That's I've heard it. I have never. Sorry, but I've heard of it. I have heard of it. What pronoun, Denise, do we tend to refer to when we've got an of going on?
De.
That is which preposition? Which is the pronoun that references a de?
On.
That is it. Gorgeous. So get an on in there.
Je n'en ai jamais entendu.
We say, no, I don't tend to say je n'en ai jamais entendu. I tend to say j'en ai jamais entendu. I'm not a big user of no, but yes. But in French, we don't say j'en ai jamais entendu. We say j'en ai jamais entendu parler. Yeah, because I have heard speak of it. Yes, I have heard speak of it. So, oh, j'en ai jamais entendu parler. Say for me, mouth closed, j'en ai jamais entendu parler.
Oh, j'en ai entendu parler.
J'en ai jamais entendu parler.
J'en ai
Oh, no,
jamais...
no, sorry, I apologize. It was, yes, I have heard it. So, j'en ai entendu parler.
J'en ai entendu parler.
Lovely. Let's put our reasoning together. So, say for me, oh, j'y suis jamais allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler. J'y suis jamais allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
J'y suis allé.
Small amount, blow through. J'y suis jamais allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
J'y suis allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
J'y suis jamais allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
J'y suis jamais, mais
No,
mais
listen, Auntie Lucy. J'y suis jamais allé, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
j'y suis jamais allée, mais j'en ai entendu parler.
Good. Hazel. Luke. When I visit Brendan's family, I will visit this county. When I visit Brendan's family, I will visit this county. That's the kind of fucked up shit I do. Just not tell Brendan and be like, ah, yeah, and just basically be at somebody's family's house. Like, how have you gained access to my family? I'll be like, you've no idea what I know, Brendan. Off you go. So, Sophie, when I visit Brendan's family, I will visit Yorkshire.
Quand je visiterai la famille de Brendan, je vais
No. You can't visitate a person. What do you do to a person?
visiter.
What do you do? What do you do to a person?
Rendre visite.
Soften it up. Get close to the microphone. Come close to the computer. That's it. Lovely. Go again. I want to hear more vowels. I'm struggling to hear. I want on, yon, yon. Off you go. When I visit Brendan's family, off you go. Oh, pardon me. Shit me, that's a big one. Off you go.
Quand je rendrai visite à la famille de
Stop
Brendan.
giving me teeth. Quand je rendrai visite à la famille de Brendan, not quand je rendrai. Get rid of the teeth. Go.
Quand je rendrai visite à la famille de Brendan, je visiterai le Yorkshire en même temps.
Good. Lovely. Quand je rendrai visite. Quand je rendrai visite. Sophie, malheureusement. Let's use malheureusement as we've just taught Jack. So Sophie, malheureusement.
Malheureusement.
Lovely. Now listen to how soft that is. Keep the rest of your freaking consonants that soft. Quand je rendrai visite. Quand je rendrai visite.
Quand je rendrai visite.
No! Stop your teeth! I shall put your mouth on the edge of the paving slabs and jump on the back of it, which is what they do in Moss Side, which is also, I believe, not too far from Yorkshire. So basically, yes, that's what they do. That's the Moss Side dentists for you. If you piss them off on the estates, yep, they make you bite the edge of the paving slabs and then they jump on the back of your head. So we do this and we'll get rid of your consonant. So quand je rendrai visite, notice everybody though that what Hazel did, which was impeccable, was to know to go to the future when we say when and we talk about the future. We don't always talk about the future with when. So when I say when I eat cake, generally, I have to make sure it's gluten-free. Or next time, when I eat cake, we use the present for both examples in English. French, as Hazel has just demonstrated, the when will use the future. There are other words which make this happen. If you go Logic Language Learning space future on YouTube, a video will come up. It's actually got me in bed because it was a really grey day. I could not be asked to move. And I'm telling you about all the words which do this. And if you're big advanced French speakers, you need to do this. When, après que is a rare one as well. Aussitôt que, une fois que, like anything like as soon as, when, after, dès que, all of these things, when you go into the future with them, you need the future or the future past, all right? If you can't find that video, let me know. So, by the way, I should say to anybody watching, I always forget to say this, if you find this useful and likable, please click, well, it might not be likable, but it'd be fucking useful. Please click like, subscribe, and there's a Kofi link underneath where the people here all know to pay me for the class. But if you found the free class useful, please remember that you can make a coffee donation. That would be very much appreciated. I can't even see the fucking sidewalk pavement because it's so pitch black. There's no street lamps in my village. It's remote as shit. Off you go. So go for me again. So say for me one more time. Nice and soft in the mouth. Off you go, Hazel.
Quand je rendrai visite à la famille
No,
de
I'm
Brendan.
so sorry. Your signal cut out. Go again. I want to hear it soft. Quand je rendrai visite.
Quand je rendrai visite à la famille de Brendan, je visiterai le Yorkshire en même temps.
Good. Borderline. We're still a bit tacky in the teeth, and I need it gone from you because your twangs are coming on. More twang. Lovely. Tia. This isn't anything I can get you to translate, but you can often say, ça m'est arrivé une fois de le faire. It happened to me once to do it. As in, I have been known to do this. Ça m'est arrivé. We'll often use that expression for that. Mia, do you fancy coming across to England? Oui, alors ça m'intéresse une fois de voyager. You know, from time to time, I've been known to travel. Yeah. You know, you wouldn't say en masse what I have been known. You wouldn't say j'ai été su. You say ça m'est arrivé. Oh, ça m'est arrivé de. You know, good. So Tia, can you say to me, Luke, be careful. With you've only got the street light. No, Luke, be careful. You've only got the headlights of the cars. Otherwise, you're walking in the dark. Luke, be careful. You've only got the headlights of the cars. Otherwise, you're walking in the dark.
Luc, fais attention, tu n'as que tes lumières des voitures, sinon...
You're walking in the dark?
Sinon, tu marches dans les ténèbres.
That's
obscurité.
Victorian and poetic as fuck. I love that. So basically, in some kind of like, you know, like Balzac, Baudelaire kind of writing, ténèbres would be gorgeous. But dans le noir,
Dans le noir.
Yeah, okay. Like if you were sort of like Luke lurks in the dark, then that would be a very nice thing. But just dans le noir. There's actually a restaurant in London. En fait, il y a un restaurant à Londres which is called Dans le Noir, qui s'appelle Dans le Noir, where you are served your food in the dark. On est servi effectivement dans le noir. The idea being that the flavors, yeah, les saveurs are more, I don't know, it's apparently much more powerful when you can't see it. L'idée effectivement c'est que, enfin la possibilité que les saveurs soient plus, je sais pas, puissants, plus, je sais pas, impressionnants quand on n'arrive pas à le voir. In my opinion, that just means the hygiene could be fucking dodgy and you wouldn't see shit. So I'm not convinced. Lovely. So dans le noir. So go again, Luke. Now, what's the word for street for headlights of a car? Les phares. Les phares. Yeah, les phares. Yeah, les phares. In a lot of languages, phares like lighthouse kind of thing. It's kind because it sends up. Yeah. Okay. So off you go.
Luc, fais attention, il n'y a que des phares des voitures, sinon tu marches dans le noir.
Good. Play with your melody a little bit more for me. Luc, fais attention. You know, like just play with your melody a little bit more for me. Off you go.
Luc, fais attention, Non.
Slide.
Luc, fais attention, il n'y a que des phares des voitures, sinon tu marches dans le noir.
Good. I'd like you to pay a little bit more attention to which words are stressed, particularly in compound nouns. So, you know, Luc, alors fais attention. Luc, fais attention. Il n'y a que des phares de la voiture. You know, like which words are going to be stressed? Il n'y a que des phares de la voiture. You know, like which words are going to be stressed? Which words are not going to be stressed? In other words, try not to stress linky words. Try not to stress linky words. Good. I literally cannot see shit. I used to have quite good night vision because I'm not a strange to eating a lot of raw carrots. But my night vision is one of the things I've lost since Cipro. Absolutely. I've got no night vision now. Good. Gloria, I should have worn something different. A damn dark coat. This is Gloria, everybody. I should have worn something different.
Je mettrai.
Which verb have you just gone to use?
Je mettrai
I should. So nothing to do with putting on. Mettre is indeed the correct verb to pop some clothing on. That's fine. You know, porter, mettre, both are fine. But what is the verb for should have? What is the verb for should have?
I'm sorry. Oui. J'aurais mettre.
Pause.
J'aurais mis.
Behave, New York. My God, you're a band of savages. It is. They call it the Wild West. It's the fucking Wild East. My God. And I've been there and I was married to one. You're right for thinking you need an auxiliary in the would tense. Clap, 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 well done. But the difference is as follows. Would, should, and could are freaking similar in English. There's even the Beverly Knight song, isn't it? Woulda, shoulda, coulda. But they're not the same in French. Let's quickly look why. This is good for Jack. Two statements are going to carry your ass through this. Statement number one, would, should, could versus would have, should have, could have. So be very attentive to whether or not you are saying would, should, could, or would have. And it might be quick. Would have, should have, could have. All right? That's statement number one, which is going to guide you. If it's would, should, and could, most of the time it will go into the conditional. Okay? That's statement number one. Most of the time, idea number one, it will go into the conditional for would, should, could, and it will go into the conditional past for would have, should have, could have, which means you need a conditional on the auxiliary and then the past word. So if I said I would eat, je mangerai. I would have eaten, j'aurais mangé. I should and could, here's statement number two. Should and could are different to would. Would is just a tense. Would is just a tense. So I would speak, je parlerai. I would have spoken, j'aurais parlé. Should and could are modal verbs, Gloria, and that means that they are gonna, well, it means lots of things about what it's going to do to the second verb, but it basically means you are going to use pouvoir and devoir. So I should, if you're talking about something that could still happen, je devrais. I should have, j'aurais dû, as Jack knows with a hat on the accent, and then your other verb in the infinitive. So I would eat, you conjugate eat, je mangerai. I would have eaten, you conjugate eat, j'aurais mangé. I should eat, je devrais manger. You don't conjugate manger, you conjugate devoir. I should have eaten, j'aurais dû manger. I could eat, je pourrais manger. Don't conjugate manger, conjugate pouvoir. I could have eaten, j'aurais pu manger. A couple of final comments, and then I'm going to give you some tests. Jack, this is good for you too. Comment number one, Gloria. Could is a lying piece of shit in English. All last week, I could tell, although we're saying could, it's in the past. Hey, next week, Gloria, if you were in London, you could come out for a drink with me. Okay? Could and going into the future. So be careful with could, because could can be in different kind of places. So you've got to think, which could am I on about? Is it je pouvais versus j'ai pu versus je pourrais versus j'aurais pu? So think which tense you're in with could. Next trick, Gloria, remember that we've also got the verb to be. So if you've got the verb to be, so Gloria, how would you say I went? Just 1, 2, 3, how would you say I went? Like an action, just.
Jelly.
I went is an action.
I went, ooh.
I went is one action. It's got an auxiliary. What's I went?
Jelly.
I, from the verb aller, I went. It's got an auxiliary.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it?
You mean I can't do it?
Bitch, don't give me your excuses. I need the verb to go in a tense which children can do. What's I went? Go. Just.
Jelly?
No. Verb to be in the middle.
I know. All of a sudden my mind's blank.
No. Poorly Gloria. Poorly Gloria. Go. The verb to be in the middle. Go. The verb to be in the middle. Go. Just.
What?
Gloria, wake up. What is I am? What is I am? Just normal I am. What's I
This
am?
week.
Thank you. What's I went then? Be in the middle. Go. Just.
Just with LA.
Thank you. Gloria, I keep telling you, dude, you're welcome in Mondays, but you've got to do the Thursday catch-up. All right? Right.
I'm just too
So
nervous
say
right
for me-
today. First
So say
Yeah,
you,
but put
you
me
start
as
those
yours.
Thursday from the beginning classes and you catch that shit up. So would you please say for me, I went, one more time, je suis allé. Go.
with LA. I don't know.
Lovely.
Okay.
Right. Hang on, I need to cross the road so I don't die. I'm not going to die until you can do fucking Bieber. Right. So if I'm saying I went, I would have gone. It's going to be je serais. Hang on, I need the torture. Would have been je. Oh, I can't. I'm filming. I'm putting your French in front of my life. Je serais allé. Je serais allé. If I said I would have, I should have gone. J'aurais dû aller. Because I'm not going to need to conjugate aller. I'm going to need to conjugate devoir. I could have gone. J'aurais pu aller. I'm not going to need to conjugate aller. So, Jack and Gloria, I want you to focus on woulds and shoulds and coulds a little bit for me. So, Gloria, just copy me. I should watch the video. Je devrais regarder la vidéo. Go.
I should me?
No, just copy me in French. Je devrais regarder la vidéo.
Je devrais regarder le video.
Lovely, Gloria, your vowels are nice, but don't say r. You're not doing Spanish or Italian. It's r like a scrape. Yeah, it's not devrais, it's devrais. But you don't even need to do that much R if you don't wish to. It says to me, je devrais regarder. So you've got double r. Je devrais regarder la vidéo. Go on.
Je devrais.
Yeah, be careful. R, don't do me a Latin R. Don't go r. It's on the top of your mouth. Je devrais. Lovely.
Je devrais.
Say to me, I should have. J'aurais dû regarder la vidéo.
Je devrais dû.
Finish it. Regarder la vidéo. Good. Yeah, go on. And again, go on.
What?
Gloria, focus. Again. Go on.
Je devrais dû regarder la vidéo.
Lovely. I could watch the video. Je pourrais regarder la vidéo. I do not wish to hear pourrais, Gloria. I want to hear pourrais. Off you go. Je pourrais regarder la vidéo. Go.
Je pourrais regarder la vidéo.
That's better. La vidéo, Lucas told you. I could have watched the video. J'aurais pu regarder la vidéo.
J'aurais pu regarder la vidéo.
Lovely. I would watch the video. Now we conjugate the watching. Je regarderai la vidéo. Je regarderai la vidéo.
Je regarderai la vidéo.
Lovely. I would have watched the video. I would have watched the video. J'aurais regardé la vidéo.
J'aurais regardé la vidéo. I got
Lovely. Good. I'm going to go straight across to... Oh, no, Bree's there. Bree. Sorry, I didn't see the camera. Shit me, this is so dark. Hang on, I need to face oncoming traffic. Cute. Good. I think I missed the bloody turn off. Oh my God, I can't even find my own damn house. I'm totally in the dark. This is ridiculous. Where's the damn... Oh my God, I've literally missed the turn off. This is insane. Shit, this is so dumb. So, Bree, say for me, Luke, you should have turned 2 minutes ago. Luke, you should have turned 2 minutes ago. Is it Bree bottom right? Oh, sorry, who's bottom? Who's bottom right? I can't see who's bottom right. Who's the person?
Hazel.
Hazel. No. Have you just come back without your picture? Is your camera off? Is that why I can only see your symbol?
Yes, and I think that
fine,
it'll be too noisy in
yes,
the.
Yes, I've remembered because it's because you're in the airport. That's right. It's because I didn't realise because before you were your face. That's lovely. That's fine. Turn the camera off if you want. So could you say for me, I should have turned right 2 minutes ago. I should have turned right 2 minutes ago.
J'aurais dû tourner à droite il y a 2 minutes.
Hazel, my darling, keep the chest going. J'aurais dû tourner à droite. Don't stop the chest push for you, my love. Keep pushing the chest. Go on.
J'aurais dû tourner à droite il y a 2 minutes.
Lovely. Great. I found it. Thank God. Lovely. Oh my God, it's so dark. J'aurais dû tourner à droite il y a 2 minutes. Go on. Let me again.
J'aurais dû tourner à droite il y a 2 minutes.
Hazel, darling, it's got to be. Oui, alors j'aurais dû tourner à droite. It's got to be softer. J'aurais dû. I don't know where you've got this idea from that it needs to be crispy. Stop making it crispy, my love. Your French is too pretty. Soften it for me. Oui, alors j'aurais dû. I'm in France, right? This is honestly how I'd say it. Oh putain, mais j'aurais dû tourner à droite. I'm not going to say j'aurais dû tourner à droite. Il est. Yeah, chill it out. Soften it for me. J'aurais dû. Go on, chill it out for me.
J'aurais dû tourner à droite et à droite.
What's the last vowel of do? What's the last vowel of do?
U.
What's the first vowel of tour?
O.
Good, well found, well done. What's the slide from U to O going to sound like?
U.
Slide for me properly.
U.
That's it. So I need to, oui, alors j'aurais dû tourner. I need to hear the U. I need to hear the slide, and you put a stop in between all these vowels. Yeah, you put a stop in between all these vowels. Go. Lovely. Right, I'm coming to Jack. Jack, I should listen to Luke. I should listen to Luke.
Je devrais
Yes, well done.
écouter à Luc.
Écouter doesn't have an A. There are a few words in English which have prepositions which don't have them in French. Listen to Luke, écoutez Luke. Wait for Luke, attendre Luke. Look for Luke, chercher Luke. There's another obvious one, I can't think. Écouter doesn't have a preposition. Chercher doesn't have a preposition. Attendre doesn't have a preposition.
Regardez.
Regardez, good, well done, Denise. Regardez. Look at is just regardez Luke. So consequently, I listen to him, je l'écoute. I see him, I'm looking for him, je le cherche. I'm looking at him, je le regarde. Yeah, they have a preposition in English, but not in French. Because in French, the French brain is like, who are you looking for? Who are you listening to? Him. Him. It's just direct. So off you go. So could you say to me one more time, I should listen to Luke?
Je devrais écouter Luc.
Dude, your accent is above the amount of weeks you've done on this. Well done. I should have listened to Luke. Should have. Gloria, can you hear it as well? Should have. So we know we're going to be playing with devoir, but we know because of the have that we've got to go conditional past. So could you just do that for me, Jack? I should have listened to Luke.
J'aurais dû écouter Luc.
What's on? Just to piss you off, I should have listened to him. I should have listened to him.
J'aurais dû...
Yes, not gone wrong yet. J'aurais dû l'écouter. Yes, because it's direct, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, say to me, j'aurais dû l'écouter. Go on.
J'aurais dû l'écouter.
That's it. I could look for Luke.
Je pourrais chercher à Luc ou Luc.
Good. I could have looked for Luke. Oh, I can't do the door because my stupid Cipro hand. Fuck. Oh, God. I could have looked for Luke. And again, I could have looked for Luke.
J'aurais pu chercher à Luc. Noah?
No, you told. J'aurais pu chercher.
J'aurais pu chercher Luc.
Lovely. I would look for Luke. I would wait for Luke. Attendre. I would wait for Luke.
J'attendrai Luc.
Nice. I would have waited for Luke.
Right. I would have waited for Luke.
Yeah. Luke's worth it. I would have waited for Luke. Up you go.
J'aurais
attendu. Yeah.
Okay.
It's past tense now, isn't it? Yeah. I would, because you're in would have. So because you're in would have, which verb are you conjugating? The main verb. The main verb. You go, I would have waited for Luke.
J'aurais attendu Luc.
Good. Good. Perfect. Brendan. I'm going to wash my hands because I've touched peasants in the supermarket. I'm going to wash my hands because I've touched peasants in the supermarket.
Je vais me laver mes mains parce que...
Je vais me laver les mains, yeah.
Oui, je vais me laver les mains parce que j'ai touché les paysans dans le supermarché.
Oh God, I can't even turn the fucking tap on. If I touched peasants in the if I touched in the supermarket, I'd wash my hands. If I touched peasants in the supermarkets, I'd wash my hands.
Si j'ai touché le paysan...
Kiss my ass. If I touched peasants, I would wash my hands. Is a what, Bren?
It's a hypothetical.
Which one is it?
Past hypothetical.
Pardon me one moment, this might hurt a bit. Oof. If I touched peasants in the supermarket tomorrow, I'd wash my hands. Is that doable?
Yeah, yes.
It can still happen. If it can still happen, it's called the present hypothetical. If I touched sounds in English like one is saying the past, but it's not. Off you go.
Yeah.
Off you go. So if I touched peasants in the supermarket, I would wash my hands. Go.
Si je touchais le paysan dans le supermarché, je laverai les mains.
Good. Christ almighty, I haven't had anything so low on vibrate since before my divorce. Off you go. Go again.
Si je toucherais le paysan...
No.
Pardon, si je touchais le paysan dans le supermarché, je laverai la main.
Je me
laverai la main.
Les mains.
Je me laverai les mains.
Lips together, come on the hi-ho.
Oui, si je touchais le paysan dans le supermarché, je me laverai les mains.
Good. All right. Hazel. If I'd touched peasants in the supermarket, I would have washed my hands. If I'd touched peasants in the supermarket, I would have washed my hands. She might be going through security. Might not be the best time for our Hayes. No, Den, can you do it for me? If I touched peasants in the supermarkets, I'd have washed my hands.
Si j'avais touché les paysans au supermarché, je me serais lavé les mains.
Gorgeous. Get some speed behind it, my girl, and enjoy it. Oui, alors si j'avais touché des paysans au supermarché, je me serais lavé les mains.
Si j'avais touché les paysans au supermarché, je me serais...
Did you catch spoonerism that went measures? Yeah, that was really nice. That's a nice bit of spoonerism. Spoonerism, guys, is when we swap the consonants round. It happens a lot when learning French. Oui, alors je me serais... Off you go. Go on,
Si j'avais touché les paysans au supermarché, je me serais lavé les mains.
Good. Something for you guys to aim for. Gloria, not yet. Jack, don't care less just yet. Don't. I just want accuracy from you guys. Because, you know, your accents are both really good. Just get the grammatical accent. You know, if you are comfortable with pronouns and you are comfortable with tenses, the next step is do not stress the auxiliary and do not stress the pronoun. I had this in John's lesson, which I must stick on in the group, in the sharing group. Yeah, don't stress pronouns. Don't stress auxiliaries. Oui, alors si je me serais lavé, putain, si je m'étais lavé, je me serais lavé. Don't stress the serais, the aurais stuff. Good. Gloria, I love the color of what you're wearing. I love the color of what you're wearing.
J'aime la couleur de quel...
Stand still, stand still, stand still. So let's just get some technique under our belts. The pronunciation of the word couleur was delicious, but listen to what I tell the others. Don't do one word. So say for me, j'aime, and can you keep j'aime going for me? Keep j'aime going for me for 10 seconds. Let's see what happens.
J'aime la couleur.
Listen to the words Lukey's using. Keep j'aime going for 10 seconds.
J'aime.
Gloria,
J'aime.
if you were a man and that was what you got back, or a woman and you've been promised a night of passion and it was over that quickly, what would you think? I mean, don't get me wrong, a hug is gorgeous and the foreplay is everything. But the fact is, I need longer than that. I want 10 seconds. Make the word j'aime last 10 seconds. Have a go.
J'aime.
No, we don't hum. So what did you need to do that you correctly did at the beginning? Remain on the previous vowel, on the last vowel, basically. So if a word ends in a vowel, trois. If a word ends hard, Jacques. Don't end it until the last of it. So think on that sound and don't move on until you're ready to move on. Because we can't have separate bits, because what's going to pull your French up fast is basically that you're going to learn all these joined up phrases. So, j'aime la couleur. If you need to do that, that's fine. Otherwise, the brain won't remember it. So if you go, I like the color, say that for me again, all joined up, just say to me, I like the color. Color is feminine. Color is feminine. Off you go, I like the color.
With the 10 seconds or regular?
Normal. I like the color.
J'aime la couleur.
Oi! Listen to the words I'm saying. J'aime la couleur. You don't stop. J'aime, pause, la couleur.
Oh, je comprends.
Listen to Lukey. Vowels from the end of one word are going to slide into vowels at the beginning of the next word. Don't be interested in the M and the L. It's the air from M into the A of la. J'aime la, ea, j'aime la. The fact that the lips are doing j'aime la, we don't give a crap about. So off you go. I like the color. Slide slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And again, come on. I like the color. Go.
J'aime la couleur.
That was badass good. That was brilliant. All right. That is how you speak French from now on. If we were to go faster, fine. J'aime la couleur. Fine. How do you say what when it's not a question, Gloria?
Quoi?
No, that's not. That's a question.
Oui.
Sucker.
Oui.
We means you're not listening. The following things mean you're not listening. Saying yes, nodding, and going, that means you're trying to show me you're listening. Listening means this. Yeah, listen. Okay? Fucking hell, man. New Yorkers. So say for me, ce que, ce qui, ce dont, ce à quoi. Those four. What four did I just say?
Ce que.
Good, there's
Ce
one.
qui.
Yep.
Ce quel.
No.
Ce quoi.
No. Guess what Glow can't do? Glow can't listen. Ce que, ce qui, ce dont, ce à quoi.
Ce que, ce qui, ce dont, ce à quoi.
No, do me that last one. Remember to slide. Ce à quoi. And again.
Ce à quoi.
Lovely. Great. So, ce que is the word for what when the next verb is normal. I like what you eat. Tu manges quelque chose. So j'aime ce que tu manges. Ce qui is what happens when the next idea is doing the verb. So I like what is happening when there's no subject. There's no subject. J'aime ce qui se passe. J'aime ce qui est. or what is weird, ce qui est bizarre. There's no subject. It's not what Luke does, what Jack does, what Davina does, what, you know, there's no subject, ce qui. Ce dont is when the next verb that is being used would normally use a de. So, for example, tu parles de la situation. J'aime bien ce dont tu parles. Yep. And ce à quoi is when the next verb would normally use an a. So, tu penses à la situation. Fuck off. Tu penses à la situation. Use a Rose catalogue. Yeah, so tu penses à la situation. You know, je sais ce à quoi tu penses. So your homework on that is to go and look up what when it's not a question. Ce qui, ce que, ce dont, ce à quoi. All right? The most common of which is ce que, because most verbs don't have preposition. So say for me, I like what Luke eats. Say for me, I like what Luke eats.
J'aime ce que Luc mange.
Were we to link ce que to an il, we'd have ce qu'il. But that is different than ce qui. Yeah? That is C-E space Q-U apostrophe I-L, as opposed to C-E space Q-U-I. So could you say for me the colour of what you're wearing? I like the colour of what you're wearing. I'm about to be so French and eat pâté. I like the colour of what...
J'aime le couleur de quoi.
No, Luke told you already. Start listening to vowels. So don't go, oh, Luke told me colour was feminine. I told you it was la couleur. Give me the slide. La oueur. Just give me the slide. Oueur.
Allure.
Good, nice sliding. Now that is going to help you remember every gender going. La is up here. Une is up here. Le is down here. Un is down here. So when you approach a word, you either approach from up on high or you approach from down below. La couleur, une couleur, le bras, un bras. You learn the approach, and if you learn to approach high into the vowel, you learn to approach low into the vowel. That's how we know all the genders. That's how we know them. Yeah, okay. So off you go. So certainly la couleur. So j'aime la couleur. I like the colour you're wearing.
J'aime la couleur.
Pause. We don't need to race. Gloria, we don't race. If you need more intellectual time, good for you. J'aime la couleur. We don't race. We don't go again. We don't go again and say it correctly. We work our way through it slowly. Up you go. I like the colour of what you're wearing.
J'aime la couleur.
Of what you're...
Que Luc.
Of what you're wearing. What's the word for of? D-E, word for of, with the D-E. What's the word for of?
Lequel?
No.
Laquelle?
What's the pissing word for of in one word? There's no humour. When I come around your house and batter you, there'll be no humour. What is the word for of? Duh. Thank you. Say it for me again. Duh.
Duh.
Say for me lots of people. Let's talk about New York. So lots of people.
Beaucoup de gens.
Ah, what's the word for of, Glow? Duh. So say for me lots of no, so say for me of what? No, so j'aime la couleur de ce que tu portes. J'aime la couleur
de quoi tu portes.
Go again.
J'aime la couleur de quoi tu portes.
How did your listening play out? What's the pissing word for what when it's not a question that I've just told you?
The key?
Watch the video back. I'm not teaching you again. I'm not teaching you again. J'aime la ce que tu portes. Watch the video back. Yeah, watch the video back. Ce que.
Je pense que je dois écrire ça pour...
No, you don't. Why has that been working out for you? How has that been working out for you? What's the word for what when it's a normal verb, when it's not a question? Say for me, ce
que.
And again.
Ce que.
And again.
Ce que.
Good. Don't piss me off. This is nice. Don't ruin it. No, you don't write a damn thing down. You do not write.
Okay.
I am going to do what Luke says. I am going to do. I am no more important than anybody. I'm not some big fucking.
Je vais faire.
The French.
Je vais faire ce que je veux. Je vais faire ce que Luc voulait.
Will you stop taking pauses?
No, I know.
No. Go on. And again, go. I'm gonna do what Luke says. Slow it down. Off you go, my darling.
Je vais faire.
Look at me. Will you all stop pretending to listen? Your leg is on fire, Gloria. Yeah, I know. Gloria, your leg is on fire. Yeah, I know. What the fuck is wrong with you? Listen to the words I'm telling you. Don't say a sound and then stop. Once you start the sentence, you have to get to the end. If you're not ready for the next word, no one cares. Just sit on the vowel. Don't stop. Don't stop. J'aime ce que. Don't stop. One more time. I'm going to do what Luke says. Don't stop. And don't plan the whole sentence because I'm not dumb to that either. Up you go. Start with the word je. Go. I'm going to do what Luke says.
Je vais faire.
I've given you a warning. There's no repetition. You've just ignored me. No. Told you my technique. You've got to use it. Sit on the word. We don't go twice. Why are we going twice? You just sit on the previous word. Why are you going twice? Why didn't you just sit your ass on fair? You'll learn. Brendan, you'll go. I have a pile of leaflets from potential gardeners that somebody needs to replace the bit that's broken. I have a pile of leaflets from potential gardeners because somebody needs to replace the bit that's broken.
J'ai un tas de publicités de jardiniers potentiels, mais parce que j'ai besoin de quelqu'un de faire un remplacement. I didn't quite understand the sentence, sorry.
No, you didn't quite listen to the sentence. Sorry.
No, I listened, but I don't understand the sentence.
I have a load of leaflets from potential gardeners to replace the bit that's broke. There's something in the garden that's broken. Yeah, there's a bit of wood, a bit of raised border. I have a pile of leaflets. What's the word for a leaflet beginning with a D? Dépliant. Dépliant. What does déplier mean, Bren?
Déplier?
Yep.
Is it
unfold, to unfold? Yep. Up you go. I have a pile of leaflets. Okay.
J'ai un tas de dépliants du jardin potentiel.
Gardener.
Not a jardinier. It's
Jardinier.
Jardinier?
Yeah, unless it's like a dude that's doing you a patio, which would be a paysagiste. Yep. The one who's going to look better with his top off, Brendan, is a paysagiste. But basically, jardinier is like a kind of gardener, yeah?
Oui, j'ai un tas de dépliants de jardiniers.
Oi. I don't speak to you in any other language than French now at your level. Copy me. Jardinier.
Jardinier. J'ai un tas de dépliants de jardiniers.
No, jardinier.
Jardinier. J'ai un tas de dépliants de jardiniers potentiels.
Oh. Now, could you now say for me potential?
Potentiel?
Why? Potentiel. Yeah.
Potentiel.
Listen to Lucy. Potentiel.
Potentiel.
That's it. You can listen to vowels. Lovely. Let's say, what did I say? Because they need to replace the part that's broken. Because they need to replace. There's just a load of logs that I need, like putting in around a raised border. It's mainly sourcing issues. I can put them in myself, but yeah. So say for me, because they need to replace the part that's broken.
Parce qu'ils doivent remplacer le part qui est...
The part.
La part...
No.
La
part. Keep it going.
La partie.
So, what gender is it, Brendan? Well done.
Feminine.
Lovely, because what is le parti, un parti?
Une partie.
What's un parti?
Oh, it's a political party.
That is right, un parti, le parti. Oh my God, I thought I'd lost my... It's my birthday in 2 weeks. If anybody wants to spend me anything, can you co-op course pate? So no. I love pate. Sorry, vegans, but I love liver. I really do love liver. It's very French to me, but I love uncooked steak, tartare, massively. I love snails, but to be honest with you, it's mainly the sauce, let's be honest. I don't mind rabbits, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't eat frog's legs. I've eaten them once in my life. That's such a bullshit thing. The amount of times you see that in a restaurant is minuscule. But I do love a bit of course Ardennes style pate. Foie gras I can do. I quite like cooked foie gras. Have you had cooked foie gras, everybody? That's really nice. Or faux gras, as you get when it's the vegan form. But good. So Stephanie, because they need to replace the part that's broken.
Parce qu'ils doivent remplacer la partie qui est abîmée.
Nice, go round. That'll be a bit worn in, ruined. Cassé.
Qui est cassée, oui.
Give me an cassé. Give me some phrase or expression. Secondly, tu me casses les couilles. Pardon me to talking and eating, guys. Off you go. Tu me casses
Tu me casses les couilles.
le couille or tu me casses les couilles?
Tu me casses les couilles. Les couilles.
Look at your mouth. Look how handsome you looked. Now you suddenly started opening your mouth. Look, I'm eating now. You don't want to see what's inside my mouth. Oui, alors tu me casses les couilles.
Oui, alors tu me casses les couilles.
Le couille or les couilles?
Le.
Listen to the vowels, but listen to the vibrations. Tu me casses les couilles.
Tu me casses les couilles.
That's listening. You've all got that power. Go again. Tu me casses les couilles.
Tu me casses les couilles.
That was so good, Brendan. What does tu me casses les couilles literally mean?
Is it something to do with busting balls or something like that?
So a lot of people, very unfortunately, have not got both of them, or have not got one of them, or identify as males and don't have them, whatever. But the fact is, tu me casses les couilles, the balls. You break my balls, plural. Tu me casses les couilles. Tom?
Tu me casses les couilles.
A person can be casse-couille. So if I go, oh, fuck me, Brendan, stop pronouncing van the wrong way around. Oh, please tell me, it's casse-couille. You're annoying. You know? Not horribly, it's just a thing people say. Good. I always give Chirac famously spoke of Margaret Thatcher and said, Elle me casse les couilles. She busts my balls.
Elle me casse les couilles. Is that different from the you make me shit one? The tu me fais chier.
Brendan, I'm going to ask you a very personal question. Is there always shit on your balls? No. So basically, of course, it's different. They've got nothing to do. They've got nothing to do with each other. So save me one of you needs to get into Pilates. If that's the case, Brendan, that's all I'm going to say.
I'm sure you've said that before. That's an expression. You've said it.
Said what?
There's some about. Anyway, I won't bring it up because it's unpleasant.
It's not the same expression, is it? Tu me fais chier. It's not the same expression.
No.
Crossover.
Is it the same sense? Is what I'm asking.
Oh. Yes, in that sense, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it's not the same expression.
No, not the same in that sense, but in the same. Then okay.
Yeah. Oh putain, mais tu me casses les couilles, tu me fais chier, t'es chiant. Yes, in that case, it will be identical. Lovely.
Look, je dois te laisser. Je n'avais pas réalisé que j'avais des projets aujourd'hui à 2h.
Good. Now listen to me, Gloria. You have a very nice accent, and you've obviously been exposed and bathing in French for a long time, and it's a thrill to have you here. You're lovely. We get our grammar in order, my girl, don't we? So you're more than welcome to come to this, but you do the Thursday classes from the beginning. You go on YouTube and you get those tenses in order, yeah? Okay? Good girl. See you on Thursday. See you on Thursday.
Okay. So, désolé. Au revoir.
Bye, loads of love. Bye, Gloria. Good. She's ace. She's cool. She's another Jack. Jack's just started. She's been doing it for years. It's what people that just float around the thing and never get sorted out. So she messaged me some really nice compliment, and I was just like, why don't you just come to the fucking class then? Do you know what I mean? Come and get your shit sorted. Lovely. Say to me, Tia, Luke, you can't just eat the tasty stuff. You should have bought another bag of salad. Luke, you can't just
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, there's a bit on your thing, isn't it? You can't just eat the tasty stuff. You should have bought another bag of salad.
Luc, tu peux pas seulement manger des choses délicieuses. Tu aurais dû te acheter un paquet de salade.
Te acheter?
Tu aurais dû t'acheter un paquet de salade.
What did an acheter become?
T'acheter
a bag of salad.
un paquet de salade. Non.
All right, we'll do that after that. Just do it after that. Lovely. Luc, tu peux pas acheter des, tu peux pas manger des, voilà, ce qui est délicieux. Yes, ce qui est délicieux. Okay, Brendan, did you just sort Gloria out? It said Brendan kicked Gloria out the call.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean. Well, I just wanted to. Yeah.
He was lingering around. Yeah, good, lovely. Good. Ce qui est délicieux, lovely. Tia, Luke, you make me say, Luke, I'm thinking of my son. I wish he would eat more salad. Does he eat vegetables, by the way, your son that's at university? Good boy. I like it. This is the problem. He's with a load of young pricks that just sit around eating pizza, drinking bullshit, and just talking shit. He's just a mature person, Tia. There's no problem socially with the boy. He sounds absolutely fabulous. He sounds fabulous. He's just mature and sensible. To say to me, Luke, you make me think of my son. I wish he would eat. I wish other people would eat as many vegetables as him. Luke, you make me think of my son. I wish other people would eat as many vegetables as him.
Luc, tu me fais penser à mon fils. Je souhaite que autres personnes mangent autant de légumes.
As him. As him. As. Can you hear me, Tia? As him. We can't hear you, my darling. We can't hear you.
I didn't hear the correction. I said as.
As him. How? As him. As him. As many vegetables as him.
As him. Que tout le monde mange autant de légumes comme lui.
Lui.
Comme lui.
Lui.
Que lui.
And again? No.
Je souhaite.
No. What's the way that we wish? For the most part, keep sweaty. For the most part. Don't touch sweaty for the moment. Keep sweaty for the moment to wishing like a noun, like I wish you a happy birthday. Use what we use more commonly. J'aimerais or j'aimerais bien plus the person doing the subjunctive. J'aurais bien aimé or j'aurais aimé plus the person doing the subjunctive. Let me get that on there. I think there might be a bit, you might hear a bit better if I do that. That might, it's not, that might be a bit more microphone action. So I'll say that again. J'aimerais plus the person plus the subjunctive. J'aurais bien aimé plus the person plus the same subjunctive. Now, I don't know how it works in the other languages that you speak, but in English, which you've mastered, I wish, present tense, Brendan would come to visit me. I wish Brendan had come to visit me. what you're wishing for in the present is still done in the present. What you're wishing for in the past is still done in the present, and then you change the tense of the bit that comes next. French is the opposite. You change the tense of your wishing, and it's always going to be in the present subjunctive. J'aimerais bien que Brendan vienne me voir. I wish Brendan would come see me. J'aurais bien aimé que Brendan vienne me voir. Yeah, same thing. So say for me, I wish Luke would drive. I wish Luke would drive.
J'aimerais que Luc conduise.
I wish Luke had driven.
J'aimerais que...
No, remember, j'aurais bien aimé, yeah.
J'aurais bien aimé que Luc conduise.
Do me one more. I wish you understood. I wish you understood.
J'aimerais que tu comprennes.
I wish you'd understood. Past.
Ah, past.
Oh, no,
J'aimerais que...
You did it perfect, but now to the past. Now to the past, yeah.
J'aimerais que tu aies compris.
Remember, your options are j'aimerais bien que present tense subjunctive on the person, or j'aurais bien aimé que present tense subjunctive on the person. The subjunctive is not going to change. The j'aimerais bien or j'aurais bien aimé is going to change. Don't change the subjunctive. You don't need the different subjunctive. You just use the present subjunctive every time, yeah? So say for me, I wish Luke was here. I wish Luke was here.
J'aimerais que Luc soit ici.
Lovely. Try and give me a bit more joy in between the words.
J'aimerais que Luc soit ici.
Okay, now you fell off, Luke. A lot of people have. Off you go. J'aimerais bien que tu... Off you go. Go on. J'aimerais bien que tu Luke soit ici. Go.
J'aimerais bien que Luc soit ici.
Lovely. More consonant cluster, which means put the consonants tighter together. The k of Luke is going to meet the schwa. J'aimerais bien que Luke, j'aimerais bien que Luke soit ici. So the trick is to basically write, say Luke, just say Luke.
Luc.
This feels so wrongly arrogant. Now, what's the last syllable of Luke? What's the last consonant? I apologize. What's the last consonant of the word Luke? Well done. And what's the first consonant of the word soit? Put those two together in one beat. What would that give me? That's it. J'aimerais bien que Luke soit. Yeah. That's the consonant cluster. Yeah. Now give me. I wish Luke had been here. I wish Luke had been here.
J'aurais bien aimé que Luc soit ici.
Good. Careful, because you don't normally do this, but a lot of people I teach go to say bien at speed. Bien.
Bien.
And Dan
Bien.
says, yeah. Good. Lovely. Denise, it's nice. Oh, sorry, no, the other thing to you. I wish other people, j'aimerais bien que d'autres personnes, d'autres personnes, others. Okay, j'aimerais bien que d'autres personnes mangent autant de légumes que lui, or whatever, you know, yeah. J'aimerais que d'autres personnes mangent, whatever I gave you, yeah. Denise, Luke, I'm like you. I love salad. No, I'm like you, Luke. I love vegetables. I think somebody would be an idiot to not eat enough of them. Luke, I'm like you. I love vegetables. I think somebody would be an idiot to not eat enough of them.
Luc, je suis comme toi. J'aurais été un idiot de ne pas manger assez de légumes.
I think you'd be an idiot to not eat enough of them. I mean, one would be. I think one would be, yeah.
Je pense qu'on serait un idiot de ne pas manger assez de légumes.
Now, when we go to the word idiot, as much as I like idiot, we can also use the word con. Con. And when we talk about con, there's two different ways to be con. With the un or without the un. Il est con. Con effectively becomes like an adjective. Je pense qu'on serait con de ne pas manger autant de... assez de légumes. So, oh putain, il est con. Oh, je suis con. Je suis trop con. C'est un con. And il est con mean different things. Ish. C'est un con means he is generally an asshole. Il est con can mean assholic behavior, but it basically more means at the moment he's being a bit stupid. Yeah. So it's like, is this a temporary blip or is that who you are? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh putain, c'est un con. C'est un sale con. Oh putain, je suis trop con. Yeah. One about oneself can use je suis con,
Mhm.
you know, to be a bit daft with no un. Yeah. On sera donc also next thing, you're not going to see it that often. You're not going to see it that often, but so I got distracted because I might have won a piano, and I'm just trying to, I'll show you. I'm trying to work out where I'm going to make space for the piano. Hang on. Can I turn the camera on? Turn around. Where no camera around? Where? Switch camera. There we go. Yeah. So here's the fireplace. Not an ideal place to have a piano next to a fireplace for tuning, but this dark thing in here is like this 1950s radio thing that like had been my grandpa's, and I used to keep it in sentimentality, but I'm a bit like, do you know what? That's just too sentimental. Ditch it, Luke. Get rid of it. So I'm actually, there's this little baby grand piano that I could see that would go just about to there. I'd have to lose the lamp. I could lose the lamp, but I could keep the lamp, but I'd have to lose the chair. But I'd have a little baby piano which would be just there, I was just literally sitting here thinking, oh, I could still have all my picture frames on top of stuff. This lamp is Sig's. If you wonder why I've got so many lamps, because this lamp, no, that pink lamp is Sig's, but she hasn't collected it yet. So I was just thinking of where I put my piano. Good. Switch camera. Good. Brendan. I was thinking of where I was going to put it.
Je pensais.
Tread carefully because a punch can offend.
Je pensais à où je le mettais.
I was going to put it.
Où j'allais le mettre. Où j'allais le mettre.
After repeating, and you've just literally said it. You've just said Uja 6 times. Stay on the word. We can't have a go at newcomers. We're just the family now, aren't we? With the hardcore little group. Yeah, you bitches know this. Go again. I was just where I was going to put it. Oh, pardon me.
Je pensais à où j'allais le mettre.
Mate, look at me. What's the verb to go?
Aller.
What sound do I need in a was tense, Bren?
Et.
Give me I was going.
J'allais.
Say to me, I'm going to do it.
Je vais le faire.
Smoothly. I told you to not spend time on pronouns. Je vais le faire.
Je vais le faire.
I was going to do it.
J'allais le faire.
I'm going to buy one.
J'allais l'acheter.
I'm going to buy one. Present tense first.
Oh, je vais l'acheter.
Not it. I'm going to buy one.
Oh, pardon. Je vais en acheter.
Read. Don't read.
Je vais en acheter.
I don't like these. Je vais en acheter.
Je vais en acheter.
Je vais en acheter un. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Je vais acheter un.
I was going to buy one. Or je vais en acheter une, depending what gender it is. I was going to buy one.
J'allais acheter un.
J'allais what?
J'allais acheter une.
Where's the pronoun on gone all of a sudden?
Oh, okay. J'allais en acheter.
And where's the un on the end gone?
J'allais en acheter un.
Keep going. There you go. No, that was nice sliding. That was new work for Brendan. Brendan's not said that before. I think we can all agree on that. So can you now slide through it and make it familiar? J'allais en acheter un. Tia, I'm loving your hair at the moment. I'm loving your hair. Off you go. J'allais en acheter un.
J'allais en acheter un.
Nice. Lovely. None of you would hesitate if I said je veux le faire, je voulais le faire, je peux le faire, je pouvais le faire. You wouldn't hesitate, but you all hesitate with j'allais. All right. I think it's for a couple of reasons. The first reason is it's such a batshit crazy verb in other places that to find out that in the imperfect it's just that simple as aller, j'allais is quite bothersome to you, really. You know? Good. Tia. Luke's complimented me. He likes my haircut. Luke's complimented me. He likes my haircut. You look like a stylish 1930s cool bitch. Very cool. Like you should be in a little black dress, smoking with smoking is bad and stupid, but in this fantasy, you're going to be a little 1930s black dress. You're the killer in a film noir with only your eyes lit up, a bit like me on one of my videos. Yeah, you're going to be the bad girl in the film. Off you go. To say to me, Luke complimented me. He likes my haircut.
Luc m'a fait un compliment et il aime mes cheveux.
He likes my haircut.
Il aime ma coiffeur. Non.
That's how you've got it styled.
Il aime le style de mes cheveux.
Ma coupe de cheveux. Ma coupe de cheveux. Yeah. And again.
Il aime ma coupe de cheveux.
Faster, don't spend time on de. Yep, off again.
Il aime ma coupe de cheveux.
Good. Say for me. Luke complimented her. Luke complimented her.
Luc l'a fait un compliment.
In the expression faire un compliment, what's the verb?
Faire.
What is the object of the verb faire in faire un compliment?
Compliment.
And is it direct or indirect?
Direct.
Therefore, the person.
Lui.
Yep.
Oui. Luc lui a fait un compliment.
Lovely. As a general rule, if the sentence involves a person and a non-person, the person will be indirect. Oh, oui, alors Luc lui a fait un compliment. Yep, okay. Good. Was amazing. I'm sorry, vegans. I massively respect vegans. I really do. But that was such good pate for like, mind you, the co-op is super expensive, but that was such good pate. That was really, really good. Why did I like it? Normally when I like it, it means there's something bad in it. Because it's like, the general rule of thumb is if it's delicious, it means I'm allergic to it. But that was really, really good. Good. Lovely. Denise, Luke, don't be so pessimistic. Just because you liked it doesn't mean it contains something harmful. Luke, don't be so pessimistic. Just because you liked it doesn't mean it contains something harmful.
Luc, ne sois pas si pessimistique. Pessimiste. Seulement parce qu'il contient quelque chose de mal, ne le fait pas quelque chose de mauvais.
Good. So just parce que what did I say? Just because you liked it doesn't mean it contains anything harmful. Juste parce que ça t'a plu, ou juste parce que tu l'as aimé, ça ne veut pas dire que ça contient, ou ça ne veut pas forcément contenir, ça ne veut pas forcément contenir, ou ça veut pas que ça contienne, ça veut pas dire que ça contienne subjectif. Quelque chose de nocif, harmful, nocif. Do we know the word nocif, people? Do we know the word nuire? Nuire, to harm, where nuisance comes from. Brendan, I'm looking at you. Nuisance. Yeah, nuire. Yeah, nuit, nuisant, nuit. Yeah, so nuisance. Good. Lovely. Brendan. the feminine of nocif would be what, Brendan? What would be the feminine of nocif?
Nocif,
Brendan, look at Auntie Lukey. Save me active.
Active.
No, this might not come up on certain chat boards all the time, but what would be the feminine of active?
Active.
What would be passive, masculine?
Passif.
And what would be the feminine of that?
Passive.
So what is the feminine of nocif?
Nocive.
Enough said. Right? There are other verbs to harm or damage. Yeah, like endommager, and dégâts, like all of this business. Yeah. Very, very, very useful. Tia, I managed to put my bulbs, as in, flower bulbs. I managed to put my bulbs in the earth today. I'm proud of myself. I had half an hour after John's class. I managed to put my bulbs in the earth today. The earth, that must be South London. I managed to put my bulbs in the earth today. I'm proud of myself.
Je suis arrivée à mettre mes bulbes dans les terres. Je suis fière de moi.
Good. Here is your new challenge from Lukey. You're doing some really lovely stuff. Yeah, all of you three are. Don't put equal weight between the words. Now, you tend to do this in English, and it's really charming. But I'm saying, do you want to be charming and sweet with an accent, or do you want to take the that you so have in French? I wish you'd understood how good you sounded, and basically go a little bit more towards the French. Yeah, because it's not bothersome. It's just a little bit spaced out. Yeah, start being interested. Your vowels are safe. Your vowels are safe. Be interested in the rhythm now. So we could almost tabulate a kind of like things to not do. Don't stress pronouns. Don't stress. There's a whole shitload of videos on this, on which words to stress. I actually think there's a video. If you just type Logic Language Learning stress, no jokes. You type Logic Language Learning stress, there's a whole load of videos about which words to stress. And I really want that to be your project. Yeah. So keep it joined, and then which words we stress. Some people, you'll see me say this on the video. I've always taught this in two ways because it just seems to go down differently with the different people. Some people like to be told what to stress, and some people like to be told what not to stress. So I could say, stress an adjective if it's there for a reason. Or not stress. Don't stress an adjective if it's with a certain noun. Like, oh non, mais c'est un beau mec. 2 words together. Stress an adverb if you've added it. Stress a choice. Oh non, mais il parle bien. Oh non, mais il a jamais compris. Stress an adverb because it's a choice about the sentence. You can go that way. What are you going to stress? Stress the noun. Stress the numbers. Oh, il a acheté 3. Whatever. Then look at things you don't stress. Don't stress prepositions. Ever, ever, ever. Don't stress pronouns. Ever, ever, ever. Don't stress auxiliaries. That's a great start if you can get rid of auxiliaries, pronouns, or prepositions. Si j'avais su. Not si j'avais su. Oh oui, alors moi je l'ai fait. Non, je l'ai. Yeah, you can go slowly. Oh non, moi je l'ai fait. Even going slowly, you don't stress those words. Take this as a compliment. You're ready to focus on that kind of fine-tuning. Peaufiner, great verb to fine-tune. Peaufiner. Good, one more each, then we'll have a little chitsy chat. Brendan. Luke, I'm going to attempt to do this kind of thing as well, but all I'm thinking about at the moment is all I'm thinking about at the moment is pronouncing van properly. Luke, I'm going to what did I say? I'm going to think about this kind of thing as well, but all I'm thinking about at the moment is
No.
Yeah, go with that. I'm going to think about this kind of thing as well, but all I'm thinking about at the moment is not pronouncing van. It's pronouncing van properly. I figure.
Luc, je vais essayer de ces genres de choses aussi, mais à ces moments,
Listen, I've told you this before.
En ce moment, ouais.
En ce moment means right now. Its cousin is pour le moment, for the moment. Yeah, pour le moment. À ce moment is in the past, like à ce moment-là. En ce moment, ECM, en ce moment.
Actuellement? Can I say that?
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Actually, a bit like in this time period generally, rather than like, you know, right now, me and the hubby are going to kind of, you know, like, you know, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so off you go.
Luc, je vais essayer ce genre de choses, mais
Soften the consonants and travel more on the vowels.
Luc, je vais essayer je vais essayer d'utiliser ce genre de choses.
I beg your pardon, don't utiliser?
No, I forgot, sorry.
Don't utiliser.
D'utiliser.
Yes, my God, you did that, and earlier Tia did and ashite. I'm like, what the hell? You pair don't do shit like that. Off you go.
Je vais essayer de...
Now, what is going on here is that you are using the word de and then suddenly thinking the word afterwards. I've told you, have I not, that de is one of the words where you have to know what's coming next before you say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Je vais essayer de faire ce genre de choses, mais en ce moment maintenant, je dois penser de prononcer le mot vin dans une manière correcte.
Look at me.
Une manière.
Which preposition? You pitiless, evil motherfucker who keeps pushing me through it, breaking my heart. Which preposition goes with manière?
De.
Why do you think you all keep don? Should I tell you why you keep don? Should I tell you why you keep don? Because you use don, D-O-N-T, onto the side of the word manière, don't you? So your brain goes, oh no, yeah, Luke, it's fine. Use manière and don. It is. If it goes in that order, la manière dont tu me parles, that's fine. That's fine. How do you say anyway, Brendan? Anyway, de toute manière, or de toute façon.
De toute façon.
I was trying to use this as a teaching tool to say, take the expression that I thought you might know well, and then say, which preposition is it? De. But if you don't know that preposition, so set me de toute façon, de toute manière.
De toute manière, de toute façon.
De, it's de, isn't it? Lovely. Earlier we had something like, I can't remember if it was with Tia or somebody else, somebody went round something. So thinking of what, pensez à tout ce qui. It was a tout ce qui moment, and I just thought, I'm not sure if you remember the tout ce qui rather than tout ce que, rather than tout qui and tout que. You can't say tout qui, tout que. Good. I'm going to stop recording and we'll have a little chitsy chat. If the people have watched and enjoyed this video, no Brendans were harmed in the making of this video. They fucking will be though. If he gets de and utilise again, and if he forgets, if he goes with de rather, if he goes with don rather than de. See, I can't even say it wrong. I can't even say it wrong on purpose. Good. So there'll be a copy link under the video if there's been anything referred to. If there's anything being referred to, and you can't find it, as I said, type Logic Language Learning space and then the keyword. It will normally come up rather than just typing the keyword in. That kind of won't tend to come up. All right. I shall just get rid of the recording. Stop recording.